Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have Refluxio. I'm going to go with Refluxio. It might be Refluxio, but one feels better to the mouth, so I'm going to use that one, by Juggernaut and requested by Aerithane. I don't know anything about this other than it's apparently from Sound Voltex, which I've only ever heard in name. I've never seen the game played. I know it's a game or a game series, but like that's literally it. I don't know what genre this could be or what to expect out of that. I'm going to expect the usual fare of rhythm game music and kind of what that has to bring to the table, but I could be completely wrong. And apparently there's something in this song that happens at like 30 seconds in that might get me going. So I guess without further ado, let's go. Okay, yeah. So far it sounds like it's gonna be the usual fare. Okay, kind of fire though. Whoa, was that it? Yep. I see why. What a shift. Just really quick out of left field, you know? These are always so wild, dude. Kind of Eurobeaty. Probably is. Or some close variant genre. The Eurobeat I know usually isn't quite this active though, so it's got the energy, but this is next level. Yeah, there's like complextro stuff going on in here too. Another beat change. All right, Knife Party came to visit for a split second there. Oh, that was the end. What an insane ending, too. That just ends like that. Jesus. Knife Party comes in, they're like, shut it down, shut it down. That's too much dubsteppy stuff. That one is really hard to nail down as to like what the genre is, what the concept behind the song was. It had so many different things going on there. I could have even ventured to call it glitch hop in some places. Like it definitely had a bunch of stuff going on there. And I do enjoy that. I do love those switch ups in there. Like he expected me around 30 seconds. I did really enjoy that one. It just, stuff like that catches me off guard. It brings me back to life a little bit. It makes me think about the song more. It's like, yeah, you'll start the song, and like I said, it kind of had this Eurobeat thing to it, this vibe going. I was like, okay, I can chill with this for a while. I enjoy some Eurobeat, but then after a while, it will get a little bit boring to hear the exact same thing over and over again. So these little breaks in here are great examples of how to break up a song to do that. I mean, there's definitely better examples out there. Some recent ones I'd heard from the Archaea soundtrack definitely do the whole take a break thing a little bit better, but these really weren't breaks as much as they were alterations to the song and the beat, the rhythm overall. The energy was never really affected in truth. It just kind of slowed it down at some points when halftime, stuff like that. It's not necessarily giving you a full breath. It's not breaking things down and like really slowing the song down in the entire energy. It's just kind of adapting that to a different sound and continuing on with its normal day-to-day activities. And that's a perfectly fine way to take this too, especially for a song this short. I'm learning this more recently about rhythm games songs as well, that like apparently they are pretty short. The Archaea songs have kind of let me know that that's more the norm than I thought. I thought they were like stupid long, and I always thought it was more a game of stamina and precision more than just short, sweet, to the point precision. This is much more short, sweet, to the point precision. You have these different factors in the song, these different changes. They definitely keep it fresh and keep you on your toes, that's for sure, but it also doesn't stick around too long to start getting annoying. Like if this song song was another 4 minutes long, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, can we be done? You know, and I feel like a lot of people probably feel the same way. But at the same time, it is fun to hear these songs on loop in like lists if you're doing something else in the background and it's just kind of background noise. But like active listening like I do here, definitely a different story and can definitely be much more exhausting. Even to somebody like me whose brain is firing at 500% all the time, it's just a little bit too much when I'm sitting here hearing it. It's almost like an overload. You're just like, God, how many things are happening? But at the same time, songs like this, and I see why they're so popular. I see why people love to play them, why people request them on my channel, because these really are great examples of how to balance that in length and skill. These are phenomenal. Those little breaks in there are brilliant. Like that one break at 30 seconds in, that was really intriguing because it didn't just change the beat pattern. It didn't just change the time signature. It changed the BPM of the song. It slowed it down truly, which like I just said earlier, isn't what this song did, but it's in a different way. By changing the BPM, you're affecting not only the feel of the song, but the entire approach of the rhythm at that time. So it's just not the same thing as slowing the song down a little bit and letting it breathe, but staying at the same BPM. When you shift the entire BPM down, that's kind of forcing your brain to go into a reset mode, and very quickly. So in truth, that's not really letting your brain relax. It's not giving you a break to think about it or contemplate the song you're listening to and analyze little bits and pieces of what you had just heard. It is forcing you to hard reset your expectations to keep going. That's not a break, that's a challenge. So it's a completely different thing, but it totally makes sense for a song that's in a rhythm game where the whole challenge is playing the song to the rhythm and getting a score based on that. Having something like this would be hell for somebody like me, despite being a drummer. Ass at rhythm games. I never really got it for some reason, like you would figure I would, but it's just I prefer to play my own rhythm and the beat of my own drum, and that is like forcing me to do something else that somebody else wrote and learn that and repeat it over and over again, which I love to do on the drums, but for a rhythm game it just feels like work. It's really weird. I don't know why I feel like that, but it's just how I do. But yeah, I think I've yapped about this song enough. I think I've shared my opinions on this song, and again with the Archaea ones I've shared similar but also different opinions based on how those sound. So if you haven't seen those ones, go watch those as well. But also if you have a song you want me to get to, drop it in the comments below. Or if you want to guarantee one, just like Airthane did, there are those tiers on my Patreon and my YouTube memberships where you can force me to listen to something with a guaranteed request, and I have to get to it no matter what it is. Even if it's really stupid, I will listen to it. But of course, if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for other stuff in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!